Oh God, the miscellaneous energy drink.
Welcome to Haugen Racing, guys. Today we are checking out some drift cars on Craigslist. If you saw our video last week, we did drift cars on Facebook Marketplace. Why did that happen?
Now I don't like this car.
Oh, what the f is this? Today we're looking on Craigslist. Really, I want to help you guys kind of see what I look for. I'm not going to comment on pricing unless it's just something hilarious. And also, where's it going? I'm just gonna take a drink of this miscellaneous energy drink. I don't know, I had a point I was gonna make, but anyways, let's get going. So I kind of looked all throughout the US. First one, 1995 240SX S14 with a 1UZ swap.
Interesting.
There it is. Okay, so this appears to be a project car. Clean body except rockets from being low. Rockets. Oh, rockers. Yeah, so he's got a T on there. Okay, so frame rails suck. It sucks when the pinch weld's smashed up like that. I really wish everyone would like properly jack their cars up so we didn't have these destroyed frame rails everywhere, but in the whole grand scheme of things, it doesn't affect anything. I like that the front is not completely chopped up, so he obviously has done some major work. He's painted stuff and it's custom paint. This is a car I would go look at overall. It's gonna be some work, but I'm not mad at that one, and it doesn't have anything that's not reversible. I would say 7 out of 10. Okay, so now we got a 1994 Mazda Miata Unos. Aaron? I'm not a Miata guy. Our Miata expert is behind the camera right now. So this is cool. It's obviously Hot Boy, right-hand drive. Looks super clean on the body. I tend to look for cars that were more like street cars and project cars rather than like dedicated drift cars. The only thing that's kind of weird, what is up with this exhaust? Is this a Unos thing? Comment below if this is the exhaust it came with, because I like center exit exhaust can be cool, but it just looks weird to me. So he does have, it appears to be a modified handbrake and a drift button on it. Little things like that, now you know, and the steering wheel is aftermarket, so now you know that car may have been drifted. Maybe it's gonna come, it could be a positive or negative. You don't really know until you really start looking at it and see, you know, is there parts on here that help me, or does it have damage that hurts me, right? But this is one I would definitely go look at. And it's right-hand drive. Okay, this is obviously not a drift car, but I had to put this in here because I'm a Fast and Furious nerd, and this is so sick. What? This is just like the ones from the first one. Oh, this is just so cool. I need one of these. Comment below if Haugen Racing should build a Honda Civic. I want one that's just like straight Fast and Furious. So I was looking for a 240SX, as you can see, in Phoenix Craigslist. And goddamn, if you want any iPhones or any kind of phones, you're good to go. We buy phones, we buy phones. All right, 2004 Nissan 350Z Touring. The reason I clicked on this one is it was on a trailer. And that may seem weird, but I'm like, maybe this was a race car. But now that I'm looking at it, it looks like it was a crashed car. What's interesting about this is, so he says it's clean title. I don't know how that is considered clean title. It says some minor cosmetic dings. What? He says, it drives great, however the taillight is missing and trunk not fully sealed. So what's interesting about this is you're gonna get a hell of a deal because no person that's looking for like a daily driver or anything like that is gonna buy this car. But for someone who's trying to drift it, this is easy. You get some over fenders, you get a new taillight, new rear bumper, smash them out, zip tie it all together, bam, you're done. And you might have just saved yourself a bunch of money from buying like a clean 350Z. The crash bar is fine, and that's where the frame rails are in. This is definitely, I'm gonna go 99.9% sure this is all cosmetic damage. This is kind of a great find, in my opinion. I'm gonna go 9 out of 10, because I feel like this, if you could get this for a sick deal, just put some, you know, over fenders and new taillight and rear bumper on, like, bam, save yourself some money. All right, 1989 240SX S13 Coupe. So this one is obvious why I would click on it. It looks like it's built up as a drift car. It says ready to drift as is or street drive. Interior drivetrain. So it's got blacktop SR20 DET with the Garrett 2871R. That is a great setup. Plenty of horsepower for learning and even going on to tandems and all that stuff. PBM coilovers, modified knuckles and extended lower control arms. I like this thing. This has a lot of great parts on it. I do like that it's has the stock rear fenders on it, so it doesn't have some crazy, crappy done wide body. You can decide if you want to put over fenders on it or not. I would want to know why the front end is done up like this. If it was in a crash or not, that would be a bit of a concern of mine. So I'm not mad at this. This looks actually like it's a well done tube front, but I just want to know why it was tube front, Other thing is no roll cage, so that's not done terribly. So I would go look at this thing for sure. I think this is like 10 out of 10, honestly. What the f What is this? Comment below if you guys know what crazy show this is from. Drifter and Heli from Rory the Racing Car TV series. Okay. So this was a little bit of an oddball. 1900 Mazda. 1990. He's got 1900 in the top. Okay, so I picked this car because I was searching race cars too. So, there are differences between a drift car and a race car, but what attracted me to this is I was like, this looks like it could potentially be a well-done race car. And so maybe the roll cage is done well, fire extinguisher, all these other things, safety equipment, and even some of the suspension mods, and really all you need is an angle kit, That's kind of what attracted me to this car. There's not a whole lot of photos on it, but a lot of the rules and tech for racing can be a lot more stringent than drifting. So this is a cage I'd be more inclined to trust. It's just a 4-point cage, but this is a car I'd go look at because this might be something where it's like, it has a lot of mods. It was built as a race car. All you got to do is, just make it a drift car with minimal mods, and you have all the safety equipment, all that stuff, and it's proven to pass tech. That's something I'd go look at for sure. All right, 2005 Ford Mustang GT drift car. It's ugly, but again, don't shy away from the ugly ones. Sometimes they come in hot. Okay, so he says, it runs and drives great. He's just trying to pay off some bills, so looking to sell it. Coilovers, Pro-Am spec cage. So that could be a really good thing, right? Like, from what I can tell, there's not very good pictures of the cage. There's only like one, basically. But it does look like it could be well done. And that is a great thing because getting a properly done roll cage built, very expensive and time consuming. So if you can find one that's done correctly, that's awesome. So I'd ask them, what shop kind of did it. If you have a buddy or, somebody that really knows roll cages well, maybe get them to take a look at it. But yeah, this is one I would go look at for sure. It's ugly as shit, like I said, but this is a nice, safe, ready to go drift car. 10 out of 10, honestly. All right, this car, for whatever reason, 2015 Scion FRS BRZ, it showed up on like all Craigslist all throughout the United States when I was looking for drift cars. And this is not a drift car. Just because it has a Rocket Bunny kit on an FRS does not make it a drift car. It's also super rice on the interior. What is going on? Last but not least, a 1994 240SX convertible. So it says KA, manual, welded diff, JIC, magic, coils. So just stock KA. It's gonna be low on power, keep that in mind. So it is gonna be something that you're either gonna wanna get a turbo kit on or swap eventually as you kind of move up. But overall, I'd maybe go look at this. But yeah, with that, I think we're gonna finish this video up. I hope that was kind of fun and also informative for you guys. Kind of helps you out if you're looking to build a drift car or buy a drift car. If you guys want to support this channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button, leave us a like. We're building our own drift car right now as well. We got a Nissan Skyline R32 that we're building for Formula Drift Japan next year. So check that video out and we'll see you guys in a couple days. Peace.